Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into it with Epson sublimation printers. We've got the details on specific models. And, well, our mission is to figure out what really matters when you're trying to compare them. Cut through the tech specs and find the stuff that makes a difference.
Exactly. I mean, sublimation printers are, they're vital for so many businesses now, right? Custom stuff, gifts, all that. And understanding let's say, the subtle differences between models, that's crucial. It affects your workflow, your quality, and yeah, your bottom line, your ROI.
Okay, let's jump right in then. First comparison.
Yeah.
Two 24-inch printers. We got the Epson T3130, this one's already modified, and the Epson F530, which is an original factory model. Now, specs-wise, they look pretty similar, both 24-inch width.
Yeah, that's right.
Production speed around 300 meters a day, maybe 375 pallet output. That's like finished pieces, right?
Yeah, basically a measure of throughput for things like garments.
And both hit 1200 by 1200 DPI resolution. Pretty crisp.
Right. But here's where it gets interesting. That modified versus original thing you mentioned. The T3130, the modified one, it's priced lower, around 99,999 rupees.
Okay.
The F530, the original, that's more like 1,020,000, maybe up to 1,025,000 rupees. And the T3130 has some key extras because it's modified, like a vacuum fan.
A vacuum fan. What does that actually do?
Well, it holds the paper flat while printing, so basically no more annoying roller marks on your prints. Big plus. And it's chipless. Already set up that way by specialists like Jet Cartridge.
Ah, so you don't have to deal with constantly resetting or replacing ink chips.
Exactly. A major convenience, saves time and frustration.
Right, okay. That vacuum fan alone sounds pretty great if you've ever had a print ruined by a tiny mark.
Yeah.
But modified sometimes makes me nervous. Are there downsides, like complexity or support issues compared to the original F530?
That's a fair point to raise. In this specific case, though, the T3130 comes pre-modified. So it means you get those benefits, the cost saving, the chipless operation, the vacuum fan right away. You're sort of bypassing the potential headache of modifying it yourself after purchase. It's ready to go, optimized.
Okay. And here's something really interesting from the sources. If you bought the original F530 and then wanted to make it chipless yourself, that modification could cost you an extra 20,000 rupees.
Right. Adds up quickly.
Yeah. So suddenly that F530 total is closer to 1,046,500 rupees. So for you listening, that pre-modified T3130 isn't just like slightly cheaper. It could be a significantly better deal up front, simpler to operate too.
It definitely changes the initial investment calculation, especially for smaller setups.
Okay, let's shift gears now. Let's scale up. Bigger printers. We're looking at the Epson T5430, that's a 36-inch model, and the Epson F6430, which is a hefty 44 inches.
Right, moving into larger format territory.
And the price difference here is, well, it's pretty stark. The T5430 is around 1,098,000 rupees. But the F6430, it jumps way up to about 4,050,000 rupees.
Wow. It is a big jump, yeah. But you're getting a proportional leap in capability. The SX330, it's built for higher volume, obviously. The width is bigger, 44 inches versus 36. Production speed is faster, too. Roughly 450 meters a day compared to the T5430's 300.
Okay, so a 50% speed increase.
Yeah, and the pallet output, that measure of finished goods, it's around 800 per day for the S6430 versus maybe 545 for the T5430. So it's like 2.3 times higher throughput potential.
That's significant.
It is. And both these models, importantly, have a higher resolution 2400 by 1200 DPI. And they both come with those factory-fitted vacuum fans we talked about.
Right, so quality should be top-notch on both.
Yeah.
But that F6430 price tag, it's more than double the T5430. Is it really just for massive operations? Could that 4.5 lakh be, overkill if you're not running it constantly?
That's the critical question, isn't it? The F6430 is clearly geared towards large-scale production, maybe fulfilling bigger contracts faster. But the T5430 is still a very capable machine. That 36-inch width is plenty for many applications, and the resolution is excellent. For a lot of businesses, maybe those growing or with diverse needs, it might be the smarter investment. Gives you room to expand without the huge upfront cost.
So it really comes down to matching the machine to your actual workload and budget.
Precisely. It forces you, the user, to ask, do my current and near future needs justify that big step up in cost for the F6430's extra width and speed? Or is the T5430 the right balance?
So wrapping this up then, what's the main takeaway? Choosing the right Epson seems to be this careful balancing act. You've got the initial cost, your production goals, and then these specific features like the vacuum fan or going chipless that can really impact daily use.
Absolutely. And understanding that original versus modified status, like with the T3130, isn't trivial. It affects price and functionality right out of the box. Those features, like the vacuum fan, they aren't just specs on a sheet. They mean better quality prints, less waste, more efficiency. That directly helps your bottom line.
Right. So maybe a final thought for you to consider. Think about how one specific detail we discussed today could actually change things for you. Is it the upfront savings of that pre-modified T3-130, the quality boost from a vacuum fan, or maybe the sheer production power of the S6-430? Which single thing could be a real game changer for how you work every day?